So you know how this whole like Instagram and Facebook and people are all worried about like them tracking us and right, like they're like, oh, they know where you are at all times and whatnot, but yet we all voluntarily use GPS, Google, Waze. I mean, it's like that's even worse because you're blatantly saying, yeah, follow me. Yeah. Right.
People are more than happy. Oh, it started. Well, people are more than happy to trade privacy for convenience, without a doubt.
Yeah. But I guess there's no place for I don't know, for what's the word I'm looking for? Like they don't want to have that, you know, where you're at placed on a social media platform because there's, you know, it's meant for everyone to see.
Yet people still tag their location.
Yeah.
All the time.
I do
all
that.
the time.
Yeah. Well, sometimes.
Well, yeah. For me, it depends on what I'm posting, but
yeah, especially if it's a status thing.
Yeah.
You know, if I want to make
it's
people
like,
feel smaller.
Look where I'm at.
I'm at Astros.
I'm in Beverly Hills, but I'm sidewalk just walking. I can't
at the yard house.
Yeah.
having my pokey chips, whatever.
Pokey nachos, best thing ever created.
They're pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went back there on the Saturday or something.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Worth it?
Yeah.
Always.
It's funny though, whenever Jordan posts that picture, it seems like it's the same picture every time. Just a different comment. So I can't tell if he's actually there or if he's just posting the same pictures like, I'm dreaming of this.
I'm definitely there. I'm definitely there.
But it's like 3 times a week.
Yeah, well, you see, Mike, that's why I've been on a cut for 3 years.
I think we're going on 4.
4 years?
Well, 4 years, I've lost 30 pounds, so let's go.
Yeah, I'm going to keep my mouth shut because the last time I tried to compliment you, we got into something.
That was our first.
Over a compliment?
That's what I was saying.
I used to have problems with taking compliments. Yeah,
he said I lost he was like, yeah, I lost 30 pounds. I was like, yeah, that's good or something. Something along those lines. And then it just went south. He's like, wait, you saying I'm fat?
That's kind of what it seemed like. But
I was like, no, I'm saying you're doing a good job.
You worded it in a particular way, though.
No,
you know.
There was no intention behind it. It was just to congratulate him on the progress.
Is it as bad as telling that to a girl? Like, you're a guy, so I wouldn't think you would take that in that sort of way.
And you're a weightlifter, so you want to gain.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole thing that came from. Like, you want gains.
Well, yes, that's true. But the deeper and deeper that you get into weightlifting, you start it's like you realize it's like, okay, I want to gain weight, but I also want to be at a lower body fat percentage as well.
This guy, he's trying to. You have to compliment him on macros. Then,
yeah, yes, be like, oh, Jordan, I see you lost 2% body fat. Like what?
So you had to get his blood test results. Yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of blood tests, so I got some blood work done about 2 weeks ago, because I was eating certain foods and I would start to break out into hives, and so I went and got some blood work done, and so for most of my life I was allergic to shellfish, shrimp, lobster, all that stuff. Came back. Apparently, the only thing I'm allergic to now is corn. But
what?
Yeah.
So I couldn't have killed you?
I don't know.
You sound like you wanted to kill him.
I don't know. I mean, who knows how
you could have ate at the holiday party.
That's what I'm talking about.
I just starved myself here and started.
I mean,
yeah, but I don't know if I was okay by then.
That's right. You were at our table too, right?
I was there, and the only thing I ate was rice and bread.
Duck?
We had bread?
No. Yeah, there was bread.
Okay, no duck?
No.
That duck is bomb.
I couldn't.
Yeah, because it still had the head and the neck there.
Yeah, it just makes me really sad.
Yeah, ducks are pretty cute.
I mean, I just couldn't eat that. I think I ate a little piece of chicken. No.
Oh.
Yeah, but who gives a fuck about fish though? I mean, let's be honest.
Fish is. I mean, it's good for you though. I can't eat it though.
Yeah.
I don't like.
And you lived in Hawaii for how long?
And I lived in Hawaii for 3 years.
3 years, and you didn't eat fish. None of it.
Nope.
What'd you eat?
Not one. Like regular food.
Regular food.
Well, what's regular food?
I mean, they do have
Hawaiian food.
Fish is regular
Hawaiian
food to me.
Yeah.
Pulled pork and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that seems regular.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, the pork is good there.
And don't make me feel bad, Daryl, because then I start imagining their face because they pull it out of the ground and it's still looking at you, and then they just start.
Oh, you're talking about lobsters?
No,
pork.
pig.
What?
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
what?
because
Yeah.
when they barbecue a pig, they dig a big hole in the ground. They throw the whole pig in there, cover it with a bunch of banana leaves.
Yeah, but it's not alive though, right?
Oh,
No, it's dead.
Okay.
Holding it down. Yeah, no. But then when they pull it out, it's a whole pig. It's the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's.
That's a hard process.
It's really
too.
good.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then Daryl just made me feel bad about it because it just.
That's why you gotta thank the animal for nourishing you.
Yes.
Yes.
That's the whole premise behind like hunting and stuff too. It's, you know what? Whatever. I'm gonna cut that out because that just frustrated me. I was about to go down a long ass tangent, but anyways, whatever. Hey guys, so we're on episode 25, episode 25 of the Jadacast podcast.
It seems like we should be on like 40.
We've been doing this for like
A long time. It
a
seems
long
right.
time. We're like seasoned veterans now.
Yeah.
Just took 25 episodes.
Hey man, most people quit at too.
That's true.
That's a lot of episodes.
That's very true.
That's 25 weeks right there. Yeah. I'm Jordan.
I'm Mike.
I'm Daryl.
And we have brought back one of our most favorite guests. She is actually an employee here at Jada Toys. She is the head of customer service. Please introduce yourself, Josie.
Hi, everyone. After Jordan already introduced
He
me.
described everything about her, said her name, and asked her to introduce herself.
That was kind of unintentionally automatic. Hi,
It's
Josie.
okay. Hi.
Welcome back.
Thank you. I'm
great to
so
have you.
glad to be back. Woo!
So obviously, you're the first person on the front lines. You're that first soldier who steps out, and he either makes it and storms that beach, or he gets blown to a million pieces. Why am I laughing?
Yes.
So do you have any news stories for us that jump out at you?
Well, before that, I noticed something when she was opening some of the boxes you guys send over to her. She was wearing surgical gloves.
Yeah.
Can never be too sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
That ain't no joke.
No, I usually don't, but we've gotten a lot of packages and all at once. And so going through them, I would look at my hands and they'd be completely black. And that's just from the box itself, or if they played with it, so I went and I washed my hands and I'm like, no, I can't, this can't be like sanitary.
So the last time you were on the pod was before holiday?
It was like
the
the
week before
Christmas.
It was our Christmas.
Yeah, it
one.
was
Oh
our
yeah.
Christmas
So
one.
then after the Christmas is when
After the Christmas
this is all
is
the
when I got
returns
ambushed.
that happen. Yeah, that's the busy season for you.
Ambush for real.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's what happened.
So anything interesting? Anything scary?
Besides dirty toys.
Yeah.
Any,
I mean, I don't know. Actually, none of that.
No?
They've been the packages that we've gotten have been very clean. People have packed them very well. It's just, I mean, I'm not expecting them to be super clean because they're off-road, stuff. But we did get a customer who sent in his item, and it does tell you on our instruction manual, like, if you do any damage to it, we don't cover it because that was your fault, not ours. So, he said his item didn't function. So he sent it in. We opened the box and this thing was covered in mud, like mud everywhere. And so Henry, who helps me out with checking them out, opens it and he's like, there was mud all in the gears and stuff. So as it dried, it got hard and it wouldn't work anymore. So I called the guy and I said, hey, we were able to fix it, but you can't go into water or mud that's completely, I don't know, you just can't go in that.
You can't go deep into
Submerge it.
Yeah. There's I mean,
said it's elite off road.
Yes, that was his exact response.
yeah.
Oh damn!
I called him to tell him that we repaired it, and I said just avoid, submerging it into mud or any water because that'll mess it up. And his response was, "Well, why did you make it an elite if I can't go in the mud?" I said, "I'm sorry, sir. It is an elite, but it's not waterproof." So.
It's not a real car.
I mean, it's water and mud resistant. It'll help, but it's not proof.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can go in the water, like splashes. You can't, just like an iPhone. You can put it in the water for a little bit, but you can't like go deep into the water because there's there's a certain threshold that it has before it doesn't hold, or it isn't. What's the word?
No longer waterproof.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's just it's whatever. You know what I'm saying.
Anyway,
I have a headache.
I just got off a drink.
Yeah, I know.
Poor Mike.
Can't blame you.
And I drove 2.5 hours in traffic because of this.
And he hiked up a hill.
Yeah.
In this terrible Southern California rain, which is throwing off my hair swag, by the way.
He brought the sunshine, though, because 5 minutes after he came, it stopped raining and the sun came out.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Damn, Mike.
Because it was raining hard.
Yeah.
It was.
I stepped in a puddle prior to coming. I was really mad.
I had to go home and change because my pant legs were wet.
There's some kids in Africa who are watching this right now, like first world problems. Is that too rough?
No, it's not that it's rough. But then if they're watching this, then they got some.
Oh,
they're not,
wait,
they're
you're
not
right.
that.
Well, then they're doing all right.
Yeah, they're doing good.
Damn, I should really think before I talk sometimes. Daryl's done.
Anyway.
Well, sorry, brothers.
This podcast is off to a great start.
Yeah.
Yo, Wakanda forever, bro. Hey, so Josie, so a couple days ago, Daryl and I were killing ourselves on the Stairmaster, and to make time pass by, we'll just chat about stuff. And so the topic had actually came up of like, I wonder what kind of cars actually attract girls. What kind of cars do girls see a guy in, and they're like, well, pretty much we were like, I wonder what a girl thinks when they see a guy in this type of car. And obviously we're not girls, so we would like some of your perspective, and we kind of think it would be a funny segment of our podcast if we just scrolled through a bunch of cars and you judge them. And you tell us what you think of the person who drives.
Who drives?
Yeah.
Okay.
So how does that sound to you? Cool?
I'm all game.
All right.
Jordan's gonna take notes.
I'm gonna be like,
okay. Scratch that one off the list.
All right. So, how about for the first one? Let's go with just so that Mike is able to see real quick. Okay, we got a
Jordan's favorite car.
a Honda Civic hatchback. Okay, what do you think of a guy who drives this car?
That year and everything, right? Just that exact car.
Sure, yeah.
We're talking about not like that model car, but it could be a later model.
Yeah, like not the 2017 one.
Right.
Yeah.
That specific car. Okay.
Yeah. So the 97 Honda Civic for everyone who is listening instead of watching.
That's like a teen car for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like someone who just graduated high school.
Yeah.
And that was their first car.
I mean, that's why it was such a popular car, though, right?
Yeah.
Because back then,
Now we're all driving trucks.
from trucks to Hondas.
Yeah.
That was the ideal demographic for that car,
Was it?
right?
Yeah. No, I think it was the perfect demographic for that car
Yeah.
because it was inexpensive and there was a lot of parts for it.
Yeah.
You could. That's exactly the same thing and kind of idea that I think Toyota had with the Scion FRS.
I think the thrill of driving it too,
Yep.
or at least what it could offer. I mean, yeah.
All right. So okay, and so say for example, if you're on a first date, homeboy is like, all right, I'm gonna pick you up at 7:30 p.m. Well, 7:30 p.m. You know, I'm gonna get you flowers. I'm gonna take you to
but
take you to Mastro's.
That guy said she already knows the guy, right? Wouldn't it be better if you're walking on the street
And
it's tinted and this guy rolls up and he's about to roll down the window and you're starting to think, who's this guy?
Yeah. Okay. It's like yes or keep walking.
Yeah. Exactly.
So
I would keep walking.
Keep walking.
Keep walking.
All right.
Okay, now, but then let's go back to what you were saying. If the guy you met, you had no idea what kind of car he drove, and he pulls up in that,
And it's the first date too.
and it's the first date.
I wouldn't judge.
Of course. But like
Because
like,
your first judgment, of course, is because you met him. He wouldn't be going on a first date with you if he didn't already make an impression.
All right.
Right.
Well, then I think like your thing of just like keep talking or actually stop and talk. Is well then okay. So we'll stick to that.
But there's also like a dynamic there. If you met him, he's talking a big game, and he rolls up and
that.
There we go. Okay, yeah. So we'll stick. Yeah. So a guy who was talking a big game to you, and then he rolls up in pretty much all of these cars that were
about
to.
okay. So the
So
scenario.
that's what's going to apply to all these cars.
Yeah. So the
Okay.
scenario is this guy you met. He's talking a big game. You're interested. Go on a first date. He's coming to pick you up, and this is the car he comes in.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Got it.
So
Can we give but like let's balance this out. We can give a guy's opinion if
Oh,
it was
definitely.
reversed.
Yes.
If it was a girl, right? Like a girl pulls up.
Everyone wants it still to be a guy.
Yeah, I know. But I'm thinking like because the way that guys.
Why would a girl pick you up in that? Shouldn't it be the other way around?
I don't know. Maybe the girl's feeling a little.
maybe I like saving my gas. All right, I shouldn't have said that. That was wow. I just look cheap now.
Jordan, yes.
I'm sorry.
Okay, anyway.
He's saving up for his car. Don't worry, it's all right. It's understandable.
Hey, survival, right?
Yeah.
All right, carry
That's
on.
why I wouldn't judge if I already knew the person and they came in that and I knew what they did for a living, and I wouldn't judge him. I'd be like, maybe he's saving up for something better.
You see,
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Maybe it's his little brother's car.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope you wouldn't be coming to pick me up in someone else's car and then be like, oh, we can't go out because I don't have a car, for real.
What if it came up and the window was broken and there was like a screwdriver in the key?
Oh no.
I'd be like,
Do you run or it's hard to run in hills. For most girls at least. All right, next car. But so we'll stick to this criteria, and then us guys, if we want to talk shit about it too, well then we'll gladly do that.
okay, sounds good.
All right, next car. Oh, it's too small. That sounded really funny. All right, so we got. Well, could you see it, Mike?
Yes, I can.
With you guys right now.
So we got it's a little small. A Ferrari 458 Spider, which
It's
is
like a 488.
488 convertible Spider. All right,
I'm all for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all for it.
All for it.
So what do you think
If
of a
that
guy?
car drove by and the guy in it looked pretty decent, I would stop.
Pretty decent. That's all that matters. Pretty decent. Not even decent. It's just like kind of decent.
And so what
I can
would you
make it
assume? And so what would you assume about his personality, his character traits based off of this car?
See, you can't really know, because if I was to see that, I'd be like, that's a nice car. He looks really cute, but he's probably a douchebag.
Okay. Yeah.
Am I right or wrong? I mean, I know not all of
Yeah.
them are going to be like that.
With Ferrari owners, it's kind of an interesting thing. I feel like for Ferrari owners, some guys who have a little bit of pepper in their beard and hair, they're more of like the classy with just a touch of flashy to them, but they want to be more traditional and classy. You know what I'm saying? A young guy in a Ferrari, he's
pretty douchey.
like Ferrari is interesting because it is a young man's car, but it's also an established the gentleman's type car
like
too.
age-wise, what are we talking here?
I would say
somebody in their 60s?
You fit pretty good in a Ferrari if you're in like your mid 30s to like your 60s. I feel
mid-30s. I think that's still young. It's like if I see a guy driving around in a Ferrari who's under 45, maybe under 50, I'm like, who'd you borrow that from? Well, you know, but if it's like someone who looks like they've been established for a while, because you've mentioned this before. I look at a Ferrari; they're dope cars, but they feel just like a little bit older.
They are.
You know? They
have a little bit. I mean, it's exactly how I think Jordan described it. I mean, there's like a class and there's an elegance to them. The lines are sharp, but they're not, you know, aggressive sharp.
Yeah,
the lines are where they should be.
All right, so here, Magnum PI. If he was in the car, who's that? Burt Reynolds?
Yeah, see, we wouldn't be stopping for someone like that.
Or Zac Efron.
Then I'd look like the bad one and look like I'm trying to gold dig. And
yeah, so that's another thing. That's another thing to consider too.
Yeah.
I imagine someone who's driving that is pulling up in like some little like shorts above their knees and like some drivers, like some sunglasses and maybe like a polo or something.
A
scarf.
Yeah, that's that.
And a scarf.
Miami
Is that where you were going?
Like,
well, no, he has.
Jordan wears scarves.
I wear scarves all the time.
With a t-shirt.
Not those kind of scarves though. Like
he has
like
the
old person.
like those sweaters that people wrap around.
Yeah.
Playing golf and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
That douchey little.
That's my ideal Ferrari driver.
Anybody who wears a sweater like that is probably a douche.
That's what I'm saying.
I would wear a sweater like that. Though.
No.
It is pretty swagged out. It does have a touch of swag to it.
So
you have to like really be feeling yourself, I think, to pull that look off.
Yeah.
No, you know, I think it's just confidence. If you can
feeling yourself,
own it.
Yeah, I guess that's the young way to say it.
The young way to say it.
That's the way the hip kids say it.
That's what the kids are saying nowadays, Mike. Keep up.
All right.
Meanwhile, I'm behind the scenes asking my 19-year-old brother, hey, what are the kids doing now?
What does lit mean?
All of these terms are changing too.
They are.
Like for example, maybe prior to like 2016, if a rapper was talking about cops, he would say 5-0. Now they all say 12.
Where's the 12 from?
Well, yeah.
You know, I looked it up on the Urban Dictionary, and so I think it has something to do with the amount of police who show up when like an officer calls for backup.
That's pretty.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like instead of saying
incident, there was only 4.
Poor Mike. I still remember that day.
But they always say 12 now in rap music and stuff, and I'm like,
or does it come from like the old school, like the calls when they call on the radio, 1 Adam 12, or maybe that's a code for backup.
Oh, I've never heard that one. Yeah,
it could be.
Could be. That makes more sense then.
Hey. I'm just a messenger. All right, next car. All right, this one.
Okay.
Unequivocally attracts for girls. I already know for a fact.
Okay,
so
let me see it.
So let me show Mike first so that he can see.
Must be. I think I know what this car is.
Damn, these
because Jordan and I
bad images.
Unanimous.
Without a doubt, she's stepping in. Yeah. Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon. Girls love these cars. I already know.
Or do we?
Oh, take notes, dude.
Yeah. All right, tell me what you think.
I mean, it looks nice, but I wouldn't get in it.
No?
No.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Why not?
What do you think of it? Who's driving it?
Yeah, who's driving it besides Daryl?
Who drove it coming back from Comic-Con?
Ooh, yeah. Damn, his face just like changed right away.
I felt so powerful in that car. I felt so elevated, and it's not even mine. I was like, yeah. I had my freaking elbow hanging out with the windows down.
Like nod into every car that comes
driving slower.
Like, what's up?
I swear to God.
Seat was reclining. It was kind of like
the whole time. I was like,
you had the swag to it?
Yes. I was like, look at me now. Look at me now. Little do they know it's not my car. It's my
But you drove it like it was your car.
I drove it.
You owned it.
It was a painful drive, though. You know, if
it's not comfortable.
It's not that it's not comfortable. It's just that if you're over 5'8", it's not comfortable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's not comfortable.
no.
No.
Like at all?
No.
See why I wouldn't get in it?
But how would you know that?
Until you got in.
Until I got in it?
Yeah.
Well, so what do you
It's
think?
a
you sit there,
nice
you're like,
car.
Can't do it. I'm out.
I'm sorry, not that one.
Yeah, okay. Well, I stand corrected then. Interesting. Well, so what do you think of a guy who's driving a G-Wagon, though?
Be careful.
Cover your ears, Daryl.
Hey, I'm okay. I mean, I don't really. To be honest, I mean, like, the car's cool, but
No, I
wouldn't be
think
my
that,
first
that
pick.
Jordan is thinking more of like the rodeo type girls. You know, Josie's more the down to earth. I mean, I'm not saying those rodeo girls are down to earth, but she's like
They're
more of the
probably
normal girls. You know, she's more of the your average girl out there.
Well, Josie is a good quality woman. Good quality
Boom.
woman. You know? Yeah.
I see somebody like in a like very proper like suit tie.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
But then goes out on the weekends to
Yeah.
the meetings and stuff. But can't afford a second car to do that.
No.
Because he bought this
He
one.
spent all his money on that.
Okay. All right, that wraps it up for the G-Wagon. All right, let me pull up another one. Okay, here's a zinger.
Yeah, that's a line killer right there.
Lion killer. We got
Oh, come on.
we got the Chrysler PT Cruiser.
I would wave and be like,
The
have a good
worst-
day.
He's talking a big game, and then he rolls up on you. And
I got this classic. Nice, a lot of room.
I'd probably call the police on him.
If he came in that.
Yeah, if I were you,
Why?
just for having.
If I
an
already
ego
knew
that
him and
inflated.
he came in that.
If you didn't know him.
If I didn't know
like,
him.
you know, but you arranged to hang out, and then he shows up in that, be like, nah, bro. But you talked all this stuff saying that you're a, you know, well, saying that, you know, that you're a stock investor, blah, 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 this, blah, 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 that. And you show up in this, nah, bro. You're
But
lying.
is it mean to judge? I mean, what if he was like a stock investor and stuff and
Well,
he
but
came
yes.
in that, but
I think that's why we have to put a disclaimer at the end of this one saying, you know, these aren't really what we think every driver is like. I'm sure if you own one of these vehicles, you're a good person.
you will still get attention. There is a girl out there for you.
these are just our opinions.
Yes.
Yeah, just observations, not necessarily opinions. They're just like, it's just what that car
It's prejudice.
screams.
It is prejudice, and prejudice has such a negative a negative connotation to it, understandably so. But if we talk about the definition of that word, it simply just means to prejudge. And from that standpoint, when I prejudge a PT Cruiser, I think of something that I don't want on the bottom of my shoe.
Wow, that's pretty heavy, dude.
Oh, that was
That's to the heart.
That was nice and PC, right? Yeah.
My cousin owned one. For real.
He said it. He looked at me out the corner of his eyes. He's like, "My cousin owned one." Like if I'm talking about a chupacabra or something. I saw it, man. It's real, man. All right, so PT Cruiser is a definite nope. All right. How about? All right, so Mike, let's see. How about a lifted Chevy Silverado, but just super high up, lifted cars in general? Like, what do you think of?
If it looked like that, yeah.
Well, this one is pretty clean. I couldn't find. Well, for some reason, I had a problem finding the douchey style of lifted cars, where like this dude probably drinks nothing but a can of. Well, he probably drinks a gallon of Mountain Dew every day.
Yeah, that
And goes
wouldn't be.
kayaking. Yeah. So, what do you think of a guy in this car?
I would stop if he
Be
stopped.
careful.
Yeah. And so you would stop and talk.
I would stop and talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I've gotten to know Josie a little bit to know that as soon as you flipped that in my head, I was like, yeah, she's.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. All right. So she would stop and talk.
I would stop.
She's got a truck.
She has a nice
I
truck.
do have
Yeah,
a truck.
That needs to be fixed up even more.
Just a
A
little.
lot of potential in that truck.
I wouldn't be able to use it if it was looking that amazing.
You would.
I'd be like, sorry, you take
You
the
can come on
car.
our, you can join Mike and I on our off-roading adventures.
Yes.
I know.
Take it. You can do it now.
And Mike's car is looking pretty
Ooh.
At
damn
Project
spiffy.
TRD Pro.
Battle ready.
Battle
And
ready.
Daryl's is about
Battle
to
ready.
go
Yeah.
down
I don't know
too.
what you guys are talking about.
I don't know. Yeah.
We'll
it's
see
about
next
to go
week.
under the knife this weekend. You're leaving this weekend?
Oh, well,
We'll see next week.
now we're talking about it. I'm going to,
Oh, I'm sorry. Was I not supposed to say?
no, you no.
Oh,
It's
okay.
fine. It's like it's an ongoing thing where these guys are always making fun of me about it, and I
We always like to
Gotcha.
hint at things that are happening and then show it off later on once it's actually
Yeah.
done.
yeah. Raptor is getting built. Driving out to Phoenix tomorrow. Stay tuned. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna make a dope edit of it too.
There you go.
Yeah. All right, I got a good one.
He's so excited.
Now,
He's
now,
so
now
excited.
for us, it's a dope ass one.
Yeah. This
However-
this is interesting. I'm gonna
This will be a very interesting one. All right.
because
So-
we can go anywhere. This one could be.
Yeah.
I don't know what you would think of this one.
So for everyone listening, I'm pulling up a 1987 Buick Grand National.
Mm.
What do you think of this guy? And would you stop and talk or keep walking?
I'm kind of torn on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Depending on. Oh, this is so mean. Depending on what you look like.
When I see this car, I'm thinking whoever is driving this probably did maybe 10 to 20 years. They probably have a gun in both seats hidden underneath, but they have good taste.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, but some people own that car and never did a time in
Oh,
their
of course,
life.
but it's definitely a
It's
tough
a tough.
guy
It's
car.
a tough.
No,
Yeah,
car.
it's
that,
like
that
a-
car can range from like your Midwest guy that just likes big cars with big motors and good performance to the thug hood deep in
Yeah.
in the ghetto.
Yeah.
So there's a big range, but in the scenario you already know the guy, and he rolled up in that.
And he rolled up. I mean, I wouldn't not get in the car.
Yeah,
I would still get in the car.
so it's more of like huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be like, oh, we're
Depends
getting
on how
in
it
that.
smelled
Okay.
on the inside.
Yeah, you never know with these classic cars, man.
Yeah, these slower cars. So
It has
older
to be
cars.
clean.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I already know how it smells in this car. It smells like a plant that is recently legal in California.
I can agree with that.
There's a 90% chance that if you own this car,
That would be the smell you get when you get in.
I promise you.
My brother-in-law owns that car.
Jesus Christ. First off, how big is your family? And why do they all own every single car I pulled up? That's what I want to know. All right, so about 50-50, but
50-50 on that one.
That is an interesting one.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. What else do I have here?
Damn, that was eerie, dude.
We got
Is that?
The bathroom.
Oh,
we got
Yeah. Door.
we got
need
some
some
background noise
WD-40
here.
on that.
I know, right? All right. Here's a good one. Let me show you first real quick, Mike. Damn it. I can't find a big enough picture of it, but you can make out its details. So we got the brand new Aston Martin Superleggera. But you got to say it with a little bit of that, that twang to it. The Superleggera. It's not even an Italian car, but I'm saying it like it's Italian.
And you're doing this.
I know,
I'm doing
he's
this.
like, how is
The Superleggera. I mean, the resolution is a little bad, but what do you think of? But
It's a nice car.
it's beautiful, right? Yeah.
Really nice. I would stop.
You would stop and
I
talk?
would stop.
Yeah.
I think the driver of an Aston Martin is a little bit more elegant than a Ferrari driver.
Definitely.
More refined.
Refined. There you go.
I can see Josie rolling in the shotgun of that car.
Yes.
I see her more in an Aston than a Ferrari.
I do too.
Definitely.
Aston is a little bit more
Well,
low
actually,
key.
I see Ferrari drivers usually rolling solo. I don't know why.
That's true. Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, probably because
Yeah.
it's probably hard to keep a girlfriend if you're that much of a douche, right?
I mean, right?
Well, that's how it works, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't be riding solo.
I mean, I know a few guys who own Ferraris, but they don't just own Ferraris. They roll through them. They'll get a Ferrari and then they'll flip it or sell it and buy the next new one because they have that kind of money. I wonder if that's how they treat their women.
Pass along.
I know a guy that used to own an Aston. He's pretty refined.
Yeah. It's James Bond's car for a
It
reason.
is.
Exactly.
I mean,
There's a dealership out here. If you buy the car, an Aston Martin from them, they
that secret showroom.
the secret showroom. You sit in it. It has a lounge. You can order a martini, and when
You
you're
take
ready,
a girl with you too, or what?
I don't know. I've never been there. What it is like they have this big secret door that opens up to reveal your car. You get into it. It's on a turntable. It rotates around, and the garage door is open to the outside, so you can drive it out of this like secret room.
I think
That's pretty cool.
Galpin.
Yeah, the Galpin Ford.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, Aston Martin, two in particular, in these past 3 years has really stepped their game up overall. Like they are a serious competitor in the supercar series now, you know?
And their cars are really nicely designed.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's timeless. They don't change much of the body. It's very, I don't know. It's just,
Well, they're like fine wine.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Refined man.
Yeah. All right.
like even going back to their old classics. I mean, you can tell it's an
Yeah.
Aston.
Yeah.
You know, it's the body lines change slightly. They're just kind of more modernized every time they come out with a new model. It's really subtle, but yet it's just really nice.
Love Aston.
Mhm.
Hopefully we can make them someday. All right, got a good one here.
Yeah, yeehaw.
Yeehaw. So we got a 1977 Pontiac Trans Am. Okay, what do you think about this?
No.
Josie? No?
No.
No. So you're not into bad boys, huh?
No. I mean,
Oh, theory
I
proven.
am, but not that kind.
No?
No, I don't like that car.
Why not?
And I feel the person that would come out of it would be like cowboy boots, the cowboy hat, and like some chaps on.
And like
With the chaps on.
with like some
Coming out
long
of the-
hair. He's from like a hair gunnel band. He does coke all the time.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that kind of. No offense to anybody who has that car.
It is a sick car, though.
It is a nice
It's a
car.
classic car.
But it's probably not the type
Not-
of bad boy that you want to
No.
go out on a date with, huh?
Not that kind.
Because this guy will probably, get you stabbed.
I mean, but
Well, if you really want to, you can
probably
grab his
more
rope
so
and lasso you.
his rope.
So she will pass on
I
the
will
guy in the
pass.
77 Firebird. All right. Okay, I could see that. Let me see what else we got here. All right, here's a good one. Well, from what I just learned about her. Damn, I need to find some better pictures, but you can make out what it is. But in this particular style too. So Ford Raptor, but covered in mud.
See,
Because
that
this is considered a badge of honor.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then that also means they like to have fun.
Okay.
That means probably likes to go off-roading or some sort of. I would stop.
Okay. And so Josie would stop for the Ford
Maybe
Raptor.
not if his car looked like that when he
No?
tried to come up to talk to me, but after.
Go get a car wash first, and then come back.
And then come back.
Yeah, well, but you don't gonna have to get any, smudges on your heels, right? All right. So she will talk to the guy in the Ford Raptor. Hey, Daryl has a Ford Raptor, by the way.
What about a Tundra? There's a Tundra here too.
Well, she's a Toyota truck owner, so
I am.
Exactly.
yeah.
All right.
Toyota family.
Yeah.
We
All
are.
your cars are. Oh, you have one that's not.
No,
They're all?
we had the. I don't even remember what it's called.
Highlander.
No,
That's totally-
I know the Highlander, but before we got the truck, I had the silver
Oh.
Corolla, the Toyota Corolla.
Oh yeah, so they're all Toyotas. They're still
Except we don't have the Corolla anymore. We just have the
truck.
Tacoma and the Highlander.
Yeah. Mm.
Okay, I got an interesting one here. We got a Nismo GTR. Okay, what do you think of a guy in this?
He might be okay.
Just okay.
He might be okay.
Well, go in depth a little bit more about that. I'm curious.
Of the okay?
Yeah.
See, because when you get somebody that drives a nice car and it looks like that, they can be really nice or they can be douchey.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta,
Or they can be both.
or they can be both, and only show you the nice one first, and then you really get to know them, and the douchiness comes out.
Interesting.
And so,
You know that's also $100,000 car. It's like a really expensive car.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, but
So if they came in, you have the same feeling if it was a 370Z, or is it because of the cost of the car?
no, like, I mean, I don't even see it as, oh my God, it's an expensive car. I see like, hey, he has a really nice car.
Yeah.
But what is he like on the inside? Because he could be very flashy
Yeah.
and look super good, but then how is he really like?
yeah. And so
You could
when
be the whole
see-
package and still be
So you don't trust guys in import
Jerk.
cars.
Damn.
That's good.
Well, I think another factor for us that's playing into this is because we're car guys.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we know like what this car is, and
Yeah.
so for us, we also have our own generalization of the kind of person that drives this car.
I mean, Josie knows cars also. It's just nice to see her perspective because, she may not know it as in depth as we do.
Right.
But,
yeah.
And another thing too, when you see this car, do you feel like, okay, well, this person is probably like, a kid, kind of, yeah?
I mean,
But like a kid who has a lot of money?
yeah.
I see. Interesting. Okay.
Like I don't think you would expect like a person in like a suit.
No, to be coming out of that.
Yeah.
No,
Right.
not at all.
Yeah, like, he doesn't have a corporate job with a 401k.
More like streetwear.
but would need one
But
to be able to afford that.
Oh, yes, sir. So would you talk or keep walking?
I may talk just to see what he's all about.
Okay, interesting. So she may talk for that one. All right. Here's a funny one, in my opinion. Like,
Curious to see what she says
I'm
here.
curious. See what you think of this one. So we got the Mercedes-Benz CLA. CLA, is it the CLA like 320 or who cares? Okay, what do you think of a guy in this?
I mean, it's a nice car.
It's a nice car, but
I would
it, say
stop. I mean, this could go either way. There could be somebody that can come out of there in a suit or just regular, I don't know, guy attire. Can it not that kind of car
Yeah.
go both ways?
Yeah. But again, I think this still falls under the same line of because we're car guys and we know
yeah,
about
Who would come out of that?
a woman.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say.
I was waiting for you to say that.
I was gonna
Well,
say.
this is a chick car, and every
So
time I
then-
see a dude in one, I'm like, bro,
Why?
man, yeah, like, come on, bro, Well, say it with your chest, like.
So then we would not be talking to the person in that car.
I don't want to sway your true opinions of it, but I'm just curious as to what you think of a guy in the Mercedes-Benz CLA.
I mean, they may be okay.
Yeah. Okay, so you probably stay and talk.
No,
I'm-
I'd say no. You shouldn't.
No, I shouldn't.
Yeah,
He's probably
why,
beta.
Why are you driving your wife's car?
That's true, Mike. That is very true.
He has a tan of a ring line on
Right
his
away,
on
I'll be
his
like,
ring finger.
no, tell your wife we said hi.
Harsh.
Blackmail him. All right. So for the next one, we have the Bentley Continental GT. What do you think of a dude in this?
That's too much.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
It's a nice car. I think it's too much though. I don't know if I'd really.
I think he'd be too old for her.
Yeah.
I mean, even look at the guy driving it in that picture.
Yo, look at his face, man. So
It's like I feel like he'd be like, "Are you looking for like a sugar daddy kind of thing?"
yeah, when I see a Bentley, I think of a person who is too poor to buy a Rolls Royce. Am I right?
No.
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 Mike has one. I'm just kidding.
No, but I see someone
My
driving
grandfather has one.
When I see someone driving a Bentley, the first thing I think of is who's your employer and who you driving around.
Yeah. True. Okay. So it would be a no.
It would
to the
be a
Bentley.
no.
But you know what? That car is beast. I got to drive one. We did that whole Las Vegas. What's that called? Where you go full day and you get to drive Ferraris, Lamborghinis,
yeah.
Yeah.
Exotics racing. Or
Dude,
something.
Yeah,
and that
something
car,
like that.
because it's a 4-wheel drive, twin turbo, or whatever it is, it pulls and it's smooth and it's comfortable. You can't even tell how fast it's going because it's so luxurious on the inside.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's a nice ride.
But they're heavy as hell, though, huh?
Yeah, but then it's like it's planted. It just like holds down and just pulls.
Huh.
It's like a grand touring car.
Yeah.
You don't get that for like a sports car or it's like sports driving. But
Yeah.
if you wanted to lounge around as a daily,
Oh,
that's comfortable, right?
and it fixes up nice.
That's why I say it's an older person.
Yeah, but
With
have
back
you seen some of
problems.
these that are like really modded, like body kits slammed?
Yeah.
It looks pretty sick.
Yeah, it
they're
does.
pretty pimp.
Yeah.
So that could, if it's fixed up like that, I'm thinking pimp.
Which is even worse, Mike.
You don't want to get picked up.
I know.
All right. Here's another one. We got the 2012 Suzuki Kizashi.
Is that what that is?
It is.
Suzuki. I thought they only made Samurais. Dude.
So what would you think if Homeboy was talking a big game, and then he comes up on you?
We would not. We would be fighting. We would be fighting.
Why? But why?
Cause why are you gonna come with all that game and then come in that?
Wait. I seriously didn't know Suzuki still made cars.
Tell me who would get in that.
You know what, Josie? You're absolutely right. Whoever drives this ain't.
Just saying. You asked me to be honest,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure.
Hey, that's what we're here for. All right, next car. All right, so for everyone listening, we got
In this color.
a lime green Lamborghini Huracan, the Performante. What do you think of a guy in this
That's
car?
my favorite car.
Really?
In
Your
that color?
favorite car is a Performante.
That's the most expression I've ever seen Jordan on the podcast with.
Really?
That's my favorite car.
Marry this woman, guys.
She's taken. Sorry.
I know.
No, sorry.
I know. But really, that's your favorite
That's my
car?
favorite car
Since when?
since like forever.
Wow. Okay, what do you like about it?
I just like the entire car. It's like the lines in it, everything. It's just so
Josie,
sexy.
I got news for you.
What?
That's the ultimate douchebag car.
I
Yeah.
know.
Guy-
I know it is.
Guy who's driving this, he doesn't hold a door open for a lady. You know, he probably makes her leave a tip at a restaurant. This guy's a straight douche.
I know. It's like the most douchiest of all.
No,
Yeah.
but then
but
it's,
it's
dope
my favorite.
if Josie was driving it. That's
you imagine?
different. You know, her riding it, yeah, that's one thing. But driving it, if
I
it's
would become a douche. and
No,
be like,
no, it's totally different.
It would probably change. you, to
It
be
changes, yeah. It's like when a girl drives it, it's a totally different.
Yeah.
like,
It's different.
Yeah,
honest. I've
the
seen
image of the
girls in Aventadors, and it makes me feel like
Well,
less
there's
of a man.
not the defense.
No,
That's
not
kidding.
I wouldn't talk to her if she was in in a Aventador. But interesting. Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Got a wild card here in struck gold. In this color too? Or like
Not in that color.
okay, in what color?
In like a candy red.
Ooh.
Jeez.
Damn, Josie.
Specific with it with
Yeah,
candy.
Like that candy red Suzuki. That's not doing it
That
for you.
color.
As long as it's not a Suzuki,
As,
right?
not, as long as it's not as
Jesus Christ. All right.
They're both all-wheel drive. I
Man,
think.
you know a lot about that car.
Yeah, I did my research.
You should have shared that with me before.
Yeah, sorry.
It makes all the difference. It's all-wheel drive. Oh, shoot.
No. All right. We got the 2020 Ford Shelby Mustang GT 500.
It's a nice car. It's a really nice car. I would stop.
You would stop?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, what do you think of a guy who's in this car?
I don't know. I don't know who would come out of that.
With the Shelbys in particular, it seems like it could either be a young
It's
guy
a-
or old established
Yeah,
guy.
I think it's a cross. It appeals to kind of both markets,
Both
and
ways.
what Ford has done with the styling of the car. I think it definitely appeals.
Whoever steps out of this car has never missed a single football game. I promise you that. I promise you that. That is what this car says to me.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah?
As I love sports, so
Sweet. Okay. So she will definitely stay
I
in
will.
talk with the GT 500. Interesting. All right. We got another one here. Okay. Let's see the. For everyone listening, pulled up a lime green Hellcat. Oh, Hellcat. Well, Challenger to be exact. Like, what do you think of the guy in this car?
I think he's pretty douchey too.
Pretty douchey?
Yeah.
Must be something with the green cars.
Well, like, even if it wasn't
I know
in this
because
color.
the other one. But the other one was my car though. So
Well, like, even if it wasn't in this color, what would you think of a guy who rolls up in a Challenger Hellcat?
He's pretty tough.
I would stop and I would stop.
Yeah.
He may have his stuff together.
He probably has a couple stab wounds, though.
I mean, let's hope not. But
From like bar fights and stuff at football games. That's what I think of when I see a Hellcat.
we may be able to talk then.
All right, that's cool. I got a few more here. Let's see. What do you think of a guy in the BMW M3?
I don't like that car.
You don't like it?
No,
Why not?
I don't know. There's just something about it that I don't like.
Yeah.
He may be like an alright guy. I just don't like the car.
So if he rolls up, he'd be like, "Sorry, buddy."
I know. I wouldn't judge him
Uh-huh.
if he rolled up in that. I'd just be like, oh, he has a nice car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think of his character?
He may be like outgoing, kind of fun.
Kind of fun, but it's probably not
But probably not
there.
not there.
Okay, interesting. Damn. Sorry, BMW owners. All right. All right. I'm pulling up a.
Oh, damn.
Damn, Daryl. So
Daryl,
wherever,
does that car make you mad?
it's a Toyota Prius, by the way, everyone. Daryl's kryptonite. He won't even look at it. Jesus Christ.
That's mean because we have people here who drive that
We
car.
have
Quite a
two
few.
people, yeah.
3.
And they fight over the electric cord. They strangle each other with it. Like, no, I need my next 20 minutes.
They come in on PA. Who unplugged my car?
That would be terrible. Imagine they try to go to lunch and they only got to the gate and that was it.
Guys, it's raining outside. I can't plug in my car. I'm scared.
I wouldn't. I would not.
You would not?
I would not.
But this guy cares about the earth.
I know, and I'm all for that, but I just what if we like go on a date and he's like, we got to stop to charge the car. And there we are sitting in the car staring at each other while this car charges.
I need 30 minutes to go 15 miles.
We could go somewhere.
all you Prius drivers, sorry. But Priuses do not attract the ladies. We got one here. This one is going to send me over the top. I'll tell you guys that right now. Resolution's bad, but who cares? This car shouldn't be viewed by anybody. We got a Maserati. What do you think of a dude in a Maserati?
He's a douche.
He's a douche. This guy is that guy who like pretends and like he like acts rich.
But he's not.
But he's financed up to his freaking ears in debt.
That's why we wouldn't stop.
Good.
Yeah, he acts rich, but he lives in a 1,200 square foot condo next door to mine. It's true. True story there.
Mike's neighbor is with the Maserati owner.
I know.
Hopefully they never approach us and ask us to make diecast because I will personally.
Did I say 12,000? I meant 1,200 square foot.
Oh no, but you said 1,200.
I said 1,200. Okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought I said 12,000.
All right, here's one.
It's the same as the other one, dude.
No, it's not.
Kind of. I mean, it's like realm.
And beastly.
Yeah.
Mercedes-Benz AMG C63. What do you think of a guy in this?
It's okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, would you talk to him?
I would talk to him.
He's
Is
probably
he
in a
douchey
suit.
too?
This guy could be a douche, but he's like that. He's like a corporate douche.
Yeah, that's what Mercedes makes me feel like. If you own a Mercedes, that you're older, tend to be a little bit older.
That is true.
Yeah, the BMW guys are probably a little bit younger, maybe a little bit more like successful for the age. But yeah, that car.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It can go both ways.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like it's a successful older guy who's a little more, I don't know, conservative. Doesn't really want to show it off too much, so he gets a Mercedes.
See, I'm okay with that. You don't want to be too flashy.
Yeah,
that sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeesh.
Interesting one. We got the Pagani Huarya BC.
That's a very nice car.
It's a beautiful. It's a ridiculously beautiful car. It looks like Michelangelo painted it himself.
What?
Because that
You passed?
No, I'm just kidding.
Yo, I'm telling you now, if a dude came up on me in this car, I'm getting it. Yeah. Anyways.
no, because that would be. I don't want to know what you do on the weekends, Jordan.
Look, Josie. You're putting my life out in public.
I did, or you pretty much did that by yourself.
You're right. So what do you think of a guy in a Pagani?
I would not.
No?
No.
Why not?
Because that's as much as on my car, Daryl said that person would be douchey. I feel like they would be extra.
This guy kind of seems like that guy who like he's been rich his whole life and he
His
thinks
crap don't stink.
Huh?
Like his crap don't stink.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's like, like, hey baby, I have money. Why don't you want to talk to me? Like
I don't know if he would have that accent, but
it's an Italian car.
but I don't know if that would happen here.
I think the guy that owns that would pay more attention to the car than to the girl.
Right?
Baby, look at this car I have.
Like I would sit in it and he'd be like, don't move. Don't touch this.
Yeah.
Like put your shoe down. That kind of.
He would make you put like
keep your shoes off the
Yeah.
carpet the whole time.
You're like
do,
this in
plastic
the car.
bags for your heels. All right, we just got a couple more here. Let's see. How
But
about
he'll be like a gentleman and open the door for you, but right after you get out, he'll
Yeah,
scotch
but
guard
that's
the floor.
just because he doesn't want me to touch it. I'll open the door for you. Don't touch anything.
And he puts on a glove too.
All right. So for the last one to wrap this episode up. Oh, how about this one?
That's an interesting one.
Interesting, right? What do you think of the dude here? So for everyone who's listening, it is a Tesla, the Model S, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Model S, I don't think it's the P100D, but whatever.
I don't like those cars.
Yeah? Yeah. Yeah.
Like I seen one the other day and it looks like a spaceship. Like it just doesn't, I don't know. I don't like them.
And you see too many of them too, right?
Yeah, around here you see a lot of those.
Yeah. So what do you think of his character?
He might be a little nerdy.
Yeah. Probably can't even talk
Probably not.
to a woman.
No.
Yeah. I mean, I've never heard of a woman who enjoys being in a car that makes no noise.
I mean, I've never been in one, so
Yeah.
I didn't know that it doesn't make any noise.
It sounds like this.
Thank you, Mike. No, I would not want to be in a car like that.
Damn. So all you Tesla dudes,
Sorry,
y'all gotta go.
but there's a girl out there for you.
Disclaimer.
One who
With all the cars that we've shown
There is
throughout this
somebody
podcast.
special out there for you.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, this is just all Josie's opinions.
Yes.
So be sure to attack her.
Punish me.
Oh my God, this was such a bad idea for you, Josie. You're the head
Why?
of customer service, and we're talking about all these cars. All these passionate dudes are about to be calling in and be like, "How dare you don't like Mopar? Mopar, no car." They're gonna be so mad at you.
No, you know what it's gonna happen is
Thanks.
you're gonna start getting pictures of all their cars. Like, check
Do
out
you like this one?
This is my PT Cruiser. I'm sure this will do it for you.
You like this one, don't you? Oh man.
We're gonna get some Suzuki car pictures
Jordan
too.
at no.
Oh man. Well, that was a fun one.
There
Josie,
was.
as always, well, thank you for joining
Thank you
us.
guys for having me again.
We can't wait to
So
have you
much
on again. Definitely. Well, that is it for us, guys. If you enjoyed this podcast, be sure to like and subscribe, share it, send it to a friend. We're trying to grow our numbers. We appreciate y'all for sitting with us, and we will see you guys next week. We are the voice of the toy industry. I am Jordan,
I'm Mike.
I'm Daryl.
And I'm Josie.
and we will see you guys next week. Peace out. That was interesting.